From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Okay, it's Friday. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. This morning, something really big happened in Jersey. It rained money all over Route 3 in Rutherford, right next to the stadium. Now, the woman she's helping the Brinks driver pick it up. Apparently, there was a Brinks driver, and the back opened up, and people jumped out of their cars, leaving the city. So, the inbound traffic was fine. But the outbound traffic, everyone jumped out and grabbed. And I do believe that the inbound, that the woman helping him was doing the right thing. I don't believe everyone's a thief. I do believe that there's some good people out here, you know. She helped him pick up, you know, what she could, so she can move her car and go to work. And where's the shooter? Isn't there supposed to be a gunman in every Brinks truck? Aren't there supposed to be at least 2 or 3 people in every Brinks truck? Well, what kind of Brinks operation is that? I mean, clap if you jump out and go. Clap if you're on your way on the inbound traffic and all you want to do is get to work. Well, there was a time I'd jump out and get it. I mean, now no, I don't need it. But there was a time. Best to believe me, you. So the Oscars, everybody, still haven't found a host. Yeah, everyone's still saying no, and they don't want to be involved. So Whoopi threw her hat in the ring. Take a look.
If you want to go hostless, that's your prerogative. I think it's a dumb idea because people need somebody to take them through things and to take care of things when they happen. Now, I realize I may not be anybody's first choice, but...
I love Whoopi, you know I do. I love Whoopi. She's the EGOT. She's hosted the Oscars 4 times, but I think Whoopi is long-winded in her conversation. Like even when she's on her own show, you know, she's long-winded with it. When she comes here, long-winded, I just let her talk. Out of respect, just talk, Whoopi. You got that. No, I don't believe the Oscars need a host. And I get what you're saying, that a host needs to take people through the artists or the nominees and what they've done. No, we don't. We need a man with a voice. Why don't you do the voice? How about that? Everyone recognizes your voice. You be the voice in the sky. You know? I love her funky style. Whoopi thinks that Ken Jeong should host, though. Now, We don't know him. I mean, you know, he's been here, and he's in had The Hangover.
Ken.
And Dr. what?
Dr. Ken, his sitcom.
Oh, right.
With Trisha Campbell, I think she was on that.
Which I watched.
Yeah, huh?
Okay,
And
Dr. Ken.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay. Done, and Dunner. What have you done lately? And those are all things we have to read a script. We don't know that you're funny and entertaining. No, Ken Jeong. Anyway, there's a woman speaking out about Les Moonves. And we love her. She's a friend. If I had more time in my life once I get older, it's Sybil Shepherd. Oh, I love this Sybil Shepherd. Are you serious? Moonlighting first, then her show Sybil with Christine Baranski. Are you serious? She makes me laugh just to look at her. I love her. Love, love, love. Anyway, so she told another friend of mine, Michelle Collins, who you know was unceremoniously released from The View, which you lost a good one. Anyway, but she has her own radio show, and she was talking with Sybil about being rejected and by Les Moonves, and then him canceling her show. Listen very closely. Don't clap, just listen. Go.
Well, he was telling me his wife didn't turn him on, some mistress doesn't turn him on, and I'm watching him drink alcohol, and I'm going, he says, well, you know, why don't you let me take you home? I said, no, I've got a ride.
Do you think back to that day and wonder if things had gone differently, what would have happened to the show?
It would have run another 5 years.
That's what I'm saying. Right? So now what are you going to do, Les? Sybil doesn't want anything from you. I think, quite frankly, the Sybil show should come back. I think somebody needs to pick that show up. Oh, please. Christine drank all day. Sybil was great. You know, the problem is, though, is that now we have the Will and Grace and the Connors and the Murphy Browns. They all came back. But if you squint, Murphy Brown is a little like Sybil in that she's a single woman working hard, but she doesn't have her drunken friend. And all the laughs. Please come back, Sybil. Please come back. Another person I love, boy, isn't this a love fest. Is the Brat. And she's opening up about her big debt. She owes $8 million to the woman who she smacked in the face with a rum bottle. Now, check. A rum bottle is thick glass. It's not like a wine bottle with thin. That's in the face. The woman is scarred for life. Brat did her time. She went to prison for 3 years. And on last night's Growing Up Hip Hop, she talked about her sister, talked about it with her sister, Lisa Ray McCoy. Okay, Lisa Ray, take a look.
First of all, I ain't never had $8 million. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. I may make that much money in my lifetime, but I haven't seen that yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's not even reachable.
It's that life experience you can talk about and tell the others.
Yeah, I was wrong. Damn, I was wrong. I up or made a mistake. I regret it. I went to jail. Yeah, okay, a lot of bad things happened, but I also met a lot of great people and learned a lot from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with it.
No, not all right. No, you can't be good with that, Brat. You've got to do something. The woman was smacked in the face with a rum bottle. She's disfigured for life. Goodness only knows, can she talk out of this face? Is it so disfiguring that she's caved in? So initially, she was ordered, the Brat, to pay $6.4 million. Then she went into prison. When she came out, the interest accrued. So now that's why it's $8 million. They're charging her interest. Well, I adore the Brat. And people were saying, you know, well, why didn't she call Mariah? For what? That's $8 million. I got it. I'm not giving it. Like, I love you, but I love you because you're my friend. You're not asking me for anything. See, in my life, my friends don't ask me for anything. The second you ask for something, bye. Like, I can't. I can't. You can't borrow anything, and don't ask me for anything. If I gift you something on my own, that's fine. But Brat, you've got a few jobs. First, Dish Nation. Second, the Ricky Smiley show. Hey, Ricky's got money. Maybe he'll float you. I won't even say alone. It's got to be a gift, because you will never make $8 million at this point in your life ever, but at least you can satisfy something by feeding this woman a little at a time, like make arrangements with the court. You got to do something. And you know Jermaine Dupri does not have $8 million. She's also got that show, Growing Up Atlanta, the one that we just talked about, Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Like, you have a lot of jobs, and you do a lot. And also, people always request for you to do old school shows. So tour, tour, and tour. But see, that gets in the way of her taking care of her business in the ATL, where everything is filmed for her. Oh, the Brat. Call Ricky Smiley, ask him for a few dollars to just start the process. You gotta fix that girl's life. I mean, her face will never be fixed, but you know. I saw an outfit on the internet that I love. Attention, Willie. He does my wardrobe. I would like Kim K's rubber pants and, oh yes, oh, police, and this sweater thing, whatever that is. I want that, I need that. And I would tuck it up high like her too. Let it all hang out. Off time. I mean, maybe I'll slip it in here sometime, but. Nobody in the meeting liked it, except for me, Kim. They're like, why? Jealous much because you can't tuck in your leggings? Hips too big, big fat belly? Or not tuckable?
Don't look at me when you say, I can't, first of all, we'll never even try that. And don't look at me when you say tuck.
That's not your lane.
Right, it's not my lane.
Okay. So Brad Pitt is getting it again. Well, apparently the Golden Boys charity built homes in a New Orleans neighborhood and sold them to Hurricane Katrina victims. Now, the hurricane was back in 2005, but the victims came along in 2009. The homeowners are saying that they're suing, claiming that the homes are defective, they're leaking, they're full of mold, and falling apart. Well, I mean, that's one receipt. I mean, the neighborhood has like 400 homes, and they're all doing the same thing. And they're blaming Brad. Well, you know what, Brad? He's saying that it's not his responsibility to make sure the homes were built correctly. And the homeowners clapped back. Well, they were clapping back not knowing what I know, probably, because I know my Brad Pitt history. Brad, you pride yourself in being an architect. It's the one thing you wanted to be if you couldn't be an actor. It's one thing that you're always studying right now. You're constantly in Architecture Digest, you're buying homes, you fix them up like mansions. Like he does a gorgeous job. Buying and selling and buying and selling and buying. Oh, I'll live here, you know, for a while, and selling. Brad, you're an architect. You should have known better. Besides, a secret part of me feels as though it's Angelina behind this. Well, you know, she's putting the screws to him now, you know, over the kids. She's putting the screws and everything's gotten very ugly. We've talked about it during Hot Topics all last week, a lot. I feel like she probably got in touch with somebody who knows somebody in the neighborhood and said, here's the number to call and complain. You understand? So now stop clapping for Brad. Clap if you think that this is Angelina behind the scenes. Well, speaking of New Orleans, because that's where Birdman's from, but the mansion that he has on the market is in Miami. So, so it's been on the market for a year, it still hasn't sold. He dropped the price from $20 million to $15.5 million. Oh my God, imagine coming home. I'm home. Oh. I mean, in reality, it's too much for me, but in my mind, oh my gosh, the luxury. 10 sumptuous bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, a movie theater, an in-ground pool, a cabana, gym, spa, and a private beach volleyball court. Wow. Just to name a few. Well, he defaulted on paying $12 million loan, and so he filed for bankruptcy right before the default came through. So he just filed for bankruptcy, so you can't suggest just that. He did that over the summer. So what should he do? Keep pushing your artists and grab those checks. I mean, you know, Wayne is doing well, and Drake is doing well, and Nicki, she's doing okay. So, you know, push your artists to pay your bills. You come first. You built everything. Everything. All right, everyone, a little louder. More great show for you up next. Leah Remini is here, so grab a snack and come on.